You know what? It's the best job in the world. Like, you wouldn't, I don't know why you'd never leave that show.
For fans of the Great British Bake Off, the only thing greater than being on it would be to serve as a judge or a host. It's the kind of once-in-a-lifetime position that would be tough to give up. There's another way to get close to the show. What about being the romantic partner of a judge or host? Keep watching to meet the real-life partners of the Great British Bake Off judges and hosts. Prue Leith. Prue is one of the best and longest-standing hosts on the Great British Bake Off because she holds nothing back. As she puts it,
I'll be firm but fair, because I want the bakers to do their very best.
She also hasn't been holding anything back about her personal life lately. That included secret details about her love life. Her first husband, Rayne, was 20 years older than her. She admitted secrets about the relationship in her 2012 memoir, Relish, My Life on a Plate. They had a 13-year affair while he was still married to her mother's best friend, Nan Monroe. The affair was a stain on Rayne's immaculate reputation, but she didn't want to keep it out of the memoir. She admits, quote, I thought when you're writing an autobiography, what you should be doing is writing the interesting bits and leaving out the boring bits. Nobody's interested in your achievements. They're interested in your failures. She also didn't feel that she could leave her relationship with Rayne out of the book. It was too important to her. As she puts it, quote, love is the most important thing in anyone's life, and to just decide to leave out the most important man in your whole life, who's been your lover, your chairman, your husband, the father of your children, it would be ridiculous. Rayne eventually left Nan and married Prue in 1974. They had 2 children, Danny and Lita Kruger. He died at age 80 in December 2002. Learning about the affair through the book raised controversy. Her children and family have, quote, gotten over it, but it did draw unwanted attention for a time. She doesn't regret writing it and is happy she put the truth on the table. Prue was single for 14 years after losing Rayne. Eventually, she found a new partner, John Playfair. They were married in 2016. She says that he's great company. He's the type of person who gets along with everyone. Despite this, they didn't move in together until 2020. She says, quote, John calls our new home our retirement home. We have to face the fact that we're going to live together for the very first time. It just feels like the right time now. Paul Hollywood. Judge Paul once heard it jokingly said about the Great British Baking Show that
all Americans say, oh, it's just so relaxing, it's so calm, and to me, it's a white knuckle ride through British people's anxieties.
He disagrees with the sentiment. He does feel the show can be relaxing, especially because of its carefully chosen music. His personal life has been anything but soothing. His love life has been a series of disasters, one after the other. It took plenty of trial and error for him to create a family that was a sweet and winning combination. Alex. Paul met Alex when they both lived in Cyprus. He was a baker at the Annabelle Hotel, and she gave him professional scuba diving lessons. The connection was immediate. She was drawn to his piercing blue eyes. She remembers, quote, we fell in love very quickly. 2 weeks was all it took. We both knew. Paul was lovely. He made me the most wonderful pastries for breakfast. Show me a woman who doesn't like chocolate. They got married in 1998 and moved to the UK in 1999. They had a son named Josh in 2001. They were a solid couple for over a decade. It all came apart when he decided to join up as host for the American baking competition. Marcella Valldoid. Paul and Alex split after it became public knowledge that he had an affair with his co-star Marcella Valldoid. He called it, quote, the biggest mistake of his life. He accepted full responsibility and said he was still in love with his wife. Paul and Alex did manage to reconcile, but only temporarily. They split again in November 2017. He's been linked romantically with multiple women since then. Summers Monteys-Fullam. Paul has also had other unsuccessful attempts at love. He had a tumultuous relationship with his 23-year-old girlfriend Summers Monteys-Fullam in 2017. She and Alex reportedly had a fight at a Marks & Spencer store that was loud enough to get the police involved. Paul and Summer ended the rocky relationship in August 2019, but that wasn't the end of it. He accused her of trying to sell stories to the media about the relationship, but she denied the claim. She sued him for making defamatory statements about her on social media. The lawsuit was dropped in September 2019 after he agreed to delete posts about their relationship. Melissa Spalding. Paul has finally settled down with his second wife, Melissa Spalding. They met at Chequers Inn in Smarton, a village in England, in 2020. He didn't make the same mistake twice and kept his relationship with Melissa relatively private. There was almost no news about it until their engagement. They were married in Cyprus in September of 2023. Paul says he's content to leave the spotlight behind when he's not filming a cooking show. He also says that over-the-top persona he puts on while in front of the camera isn't an accurate portrayal of him. He says, quote, "I'm an introvert. All my family will tell you I'm quite shy. So it's weird that I'm doing this job, but it found me. I didn't hunt for it." Noel Fielding. Noel has been with his partner, Liliana Bird, for over a decade. They met during a BBC production of Him and Her. They began dating in 2010. Liliana is a multi-talented woman. Her main career is as a radio presenter for Radio X. She's also a writer and podcast host. She's acted in several productions, including a stage production of Fiddler on the Roof and several episodes of Noel's sketch show, The Mighty Boosh. When Liliana isn't working, she takes time to give back. She has co-founded charities such as Help Refugees and the Kindly Collective. She's also helped Noel through health issues. Matt Lucas. Matt was a presenter on the Great British Bake Off. He eventually left the show, but the over-the-top presenter was never as vibrant offstage as he was on it. The prevailing belief is that he's single at the moment. He did experience a tragic loss. He was in the civil partnership with producer Kevin McGee. They split in 2008 before he tragically died. Matt wrote a heartfelt tribute to Kevin saying, quote, "I loved him more than anyone I've ever met, and still do. He was so funny and silly and clever and kind and handsome, and his smile made my heart soar. We were together for nearly 6 years, and he made me the happiest man on the planet." Sandi Toksvig. Sandi, a former presenter, has been with her wife, Debbie Toksvig, since they wed in a civil ceremony in 2007. They renewed their vows when same-sex marriage was legalized in 2014. She's had nothing but kind words to say about her wife, saying, quote, "I'd marry her every day if I could. I do have a confession to make, which is that I do not love Debbie as much today as I will tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will love her even more." Sandi has 3 children from a previous relationship with Peter Stewart. Alissa Hammond. Alissa is one of the newest hosts and the first woman of color to be a host. She was a contestant on the 2020 charity special before joining full-time after Matt's departure. She's not new to the world of reality television, appearing in Celebrity MasterChef UK in 2014. She's also appeared in other projects, such as the Hotel Transylvania film series. She's currently in a relationship with David Putnam. She met the Russian masseuse as one of his clients. He's 20 years younger, but he feels he's mature enough to make up for it. As she puts it, quote, "He's so mature and sensible, and I'm so not. And the things he says to me, they're just so lovely. It's like a jigsaw. We fit and it all comes together." Rumors of a split when they didn't spend the holidays together happened at the end of 2024, but they were close and cuddly again by the beginning of 25. Now it's time to hear from you. Who's your favorite person on the Great British Bake Off? Let us know in the comments section below.